Hello YouTubers, making this video because I just came across a blog, an interesting blog. I'm leaving the link to that blog down below. You can check that out after you watch the video. It's a blog that says the Palomino Blackwing versus USA Gold pencils. USA Gold pencils. Okay, so that's the grudge match here, believe it or not, in this video. I was quite surprised because we are talking about two pencils that are in a completely different class. So why don't we just go ahead and do what she had suggested and try this out for ourselves. And I'm going to do that right now, right here. And I am going to pull out, I apologize, there we go. Okay, and here we have the Palomino Blackwing, the Challenger. All right. Well, we can see that this pencil does roll down and the Blackwing does not. So let's start with how this is going to be done. Okay, without any further ado, I think first off what we're going to do is we're going to have to start from an even level here. Now I'm using this, I don't know if it's called cum or cum. It's K-U-M. It's the same kind of two-part sharpener that they make also for the Blackwing, and so you'll find that you can even buy them where it will say Palomino Blackwing on there. I happen to have that one also. It's black with gold lettering, but this is the same one. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to leave it open here so we can actually look at it. And let's start by sharpening the pencil, the USA Gold here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that out. Is that when you stick the pencil in, okay, it goes all the way to the stop, okay, which is right there. Okay, it's all the way to the end. And then we're going to put it in the other part here, and all we're going to do is give it a point with the second part here. We're not interested in cutting wood. It's doing a little, but not much, but we're interested in getting a point, okay? So we're going to get a point on that. Okay. I want a pretty point. There's a pretty point. Okay, and let's take a look, and as you can see, it goes all the way to the stop, so that's the length we're starting with. Now let's do the same for the Blackwing. Put that in, and we're going to go ahead and part one until it goes all the way to that stop. And then we're going to take care of the point. Get a nice point. There's a nice point right there. Let's see. See that there? Real nice point. Okay, and then you can also see that it goes all the way to the stop. That's our starting point for both pencils. And I'll show you why I am doing that in a second. All right. Now, in her blog, what she did was she wrote 2 paragraphs, 2 or 3, whatever, with one pencil, and then she wrote 2 or 3 paragraphs with the other pencil, and basically said she found no difference between the two pencils. They were basically had the same feel to it, same tone value, everything. And basically that there was no difference is how I read that article. And if I'm wrong, please feel free to comment if that's not what she said. But that's not really a good way to test, because our memory of one pencil to another goes away really, really quick. As soon as you start to work on that third and fourth word, you can get really used to how a pencil feels to the point that you forget how the other one felt. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to do one line with one pencil, one with the other, then back another line with one, and then so forth. So let's do the alphabet here. This is the USA Gold pencil. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Okay, we'll start with R, first letter of my name. Now, the Blackwing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Back with this pencil again. A, that way I'm going to, in case you can actually hear it, I'm not going to talk over it. The Blackwing. USA Gold. And lastly again, the Blackwing. All right. Now when we look at these closely, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here, and I'm not quite sure whether you'll be able to pick it up, but as far as tonal, looking at this carefully, the Blackwing has a slight darker tonal value, this one being here and here and here, than up here. But it is mildly discernible, the tone, okay? But it is darker. And if I wanted to actually write harder, like with more pressure, that's the USA Gold. And then with the Blackwing, I believe that you can see that that is definitely a darker tone than that. Okay, so the first thing we'll judge on is, eye appeal, colors, whatever. And I don't think there's really a challenge here. The Blackwing is definitely a luxury pencil. It's got a better paint job on it. Now she actually compared the natural USA Gold Premium. This one's the painted one. Painted one's painted yellow, but they're both the same. They're both the premium #2 USA Gold for mega brands. Just one is painted, and the one that she did was just the wood finish itself, which I happen to like the wood finish better than painted myself. But we're not necessarily testing for that. But even if we were, this is a much classier, well-made pencil. But what we're going to judge on here, first off, is smoothness. Okay, and just because I used the Blackwing to write that, I need to be fair. I'm going to also write smoothness with the USA Gold, and we're also going to go for tonal value. Okay, get that back in the camera there, tonal value, and I'll write that again here, tonal value. You'll see why I'm writing it twice, okay, and it's this reason here. Tip retention, like which one wears down the least, you might say, requires less resharpening. So I have to write the same exact things with both pencil. All right, smoothness. If you couldn't hear it on the camera, the Palomino Blackwing was easily discernible. It's the winner here, the Blackwing. Most definitely, as they say on some other videos, it writes like butter. It does. It's smooth. It hardly makes a noise when you write. It glides. It's the Blackwing. The USA Gold pencil is scratchier. You can hear it, that it's scratchier. Okay, tonal value. You can see the tonal value is darker with the Blackwing. So for tonal value, the Blackwing wins there as well. And again, I'm going to write with this pencil to be fair. Okay, tonal value, darker pencil here. Okay, this is the winner. And tip retention. Well, now that's what we're going to use the sharpener for. Okay, if we put the pencil back into the sharpener, let's see if we can see that there. Okay, you can see the gap between the tip of the pencil and the break. Okay, the stop there. You can see that's what we've used with the USA Gold. Now, here is the Blackwing, and you can see that it too has been used, but it used a little bit more. Okay, it's right in the middle of that S. You can see the S right there. It's right in the middle of the S. Whereas the USA Gold, okay, we'll get that into focus again, goes to the top of the S. So we know for tip retention, the winner, of course, is USA Gold. And I don't need to write that again because we've already verified that USA Gold won tip retention, which means that the tip wears down less for a given number of writes than the Blackwing. And that, of course, is no surprise because the Blackwing is a softer pencil, a darker pencil, and thus being a softer, having more graphite, it is going to use more graphite and thus will require more frequent sharpening. So did USA beat the Blackwing? Not by a long shot. However, I will agree with one thing. Okay, if I'm going to send my kids off to school with one of these pencils, it's definitely going to be the USA Gold pencil. Why? Because it's a really good school pencil. It costs, you know, a little over $3 for this package. Okay, the Blackwing ran me, you know, $23 for 12 pencils. They're about $2 a pencil compared to, you know, much less than $1 a piece for these. It's like 30 cents, 20 cents, whatever. Do the math. I would send my kids to school with the USA Gold rather than these luxury pencils. But for us professionals who love to draw and who love to write and do music or whatever the case may be, and we can afford to pay nearly $2 a pencil and have that nice feel to it, that glide, that butter feel, we can understand why certain famous individuals in the past would not use anything else other than the Blackwing. Historically, it would be the Blackwing 602, which, by the way, I happen to have all of them. So here's what they consider the 602 now, compared to the one that was stopped, made back in the early 90s. And I did this test as well, and this pencil came out the same way. It was smoother, had greater tonal value, but USA Gold had more of a tip retention, even with the firmer 602. But anyway, she did the Blackwing, not the Blackwing 602, so there's your comparison. Thanks again for watching, and if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Take care.